Inflation has been a major concern for consumers in 2022, as prices have risen faster than wages on average, leading a decrease in purchasing power. However, it looks like consumers may get some relief in 2023. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. It's me, Sandra here. Overall, inflation has been showing and there is expected to be disinflation or de-inflation in many categories of goods and services in the coming months. Here are 6 areas where prices are likely to decrease in 2023. Real estate. Home prices have already started to fall on a month-to-month basis due to rising mortgage rates and a decreasing demand, according to the SPK's Shelter Index and other indicators. This trend is expected to continue in 2023. The reasons for the decrease in home prices include rising mortgage rates and a decreasing demand due to the pandemic. It is unlikely that home prices will crash like they did after the housing bubble in earlier 2000s, but they are expected to drop by around 10% or more from current levels. The Federal Reserve is also expected to slow, which should allow home prices to stabilize at some lower level. Some forecasters predict that mortgage rates will be slightly below current levels by the end of the year, which could boost affordabilities. Rent. Like real estate prices, rents are expected to drop as rising interest rates cool demand for properties. Rents are currently about 25% higher than pre-COVID levels, but are expected to fall by around 10% or more. The Zillow Observed Rent Index has already dropped for 2 months, from September through November, and this trend is expected to continue. Many renters won't benefit from the decrease until they sign a new lease, as rents are normally set for the length of the contract. However, the worst of the pain may be over for people who haven't been able to buy during the last few years and have had to pay rent that has risen by double digits. Cars. The inflation rate for new vehicles peaked at 13% in April 2022, while the inflation rate for unused car peaked at an unusually high 41% in February 2022. The high prices were largely due to a semiconductor shortage, which has caused manufacturers to be unable to finish during millions of new cars and has driven buyers to switch to used cars. The average price of a new vehicle reached nearly $49,000 during the pandemic, according to Kelley Blue Book. However, this trend is not expected to continue in 2023. The semiconductor shortage is easing, and there is still pent-up demand for new cars, which means that sales could remain strong during the first half of the year, with prices moderating but not declining. By the second half of the year, however, there could be tons of new cars, leading to a decrease in prices. Used car prices are expected to fall faster and by more. Government inflation data shows that used vehicles prices are already starting to decline, with the inflation rate falling from 41% in February to 22% in November. It is likely that this trend will continue in 2023. Appliance. Prices for appliances have been steadily increasing over the past few years due to various factors such as supply chain disruptions and increased demand due to the pandemic. However, it is expected that this trend will be reversed in 2023, leading a decrease in appliance prices. It is worth noting that the specific details of this trend, such as the extent and timing of the price decreases, are difficult to predict with certainty. It is always a good idea to shop around and compare prices from different retailers to get the best deal on appliance. Travel. The travel industry has been greatly impacted by the pandemic, leading to a decrease of demand and lower prices. This trend is expected to continue in 2023. With the rollout of vaccines and the easing of restrictions, travel is expected to gradually pick up again in the coming year. However, it may still be at lower levels compared to pre-pandemic times. Additionally, there may be a shift in the types of travel that are popular, with more people opting for domestic or shorter trips rather than international travel. This could also lead to lower prices for certain types of travel. It's also possible that there may be promotions and discounts offered by travel companies in an effort to stimulate demand and attract customers. Overall, it looks like travel expenses may remain lower in 2023 compared to pre-pandemic levels. Clothing prices have been on the rise due to the supply chain disruption and increased demand due to the pandemic. Clothing prices have been on the rise due to the supply chain disruptions and increased demand. However, it looks like this trend is expected to reverse in 2023 as supply chains normalize and demand decreases. Clothing prices are expected to decrease. It is difficult to predict exactly how much prices will fall, but it is likely that they will return to pre-pandemic levels or potentially even lower. Keep an eye on sales and promotions at your favorite clothing retailers to take advantage of any potential prices decreases. Overall, it looks like 2023 will bring some relief for consumers in terms of lower prices in many areas. Rent, cars, appliance, travel, and clothes are all expected to see decrease in prices. Keep an eye out for these trends and take advantage of any potential price drop to save money and improve your purchasing power. It is important to stay informed about changes in the market and to be aware of the best way to save products and services you need. Okay guys, thanks for watching. If you find my channel helpful, please subscribe and recommend. I will see you soon.